But all is not well in the Kingdom of Heaven, as the Jade Emperor finds himself inundated with complaints about this Monkey King who keeps causing trouble. So at first, the Jade Emperor wants to have him arrested for his...
Wait, all right, something's gonna be done. I propose...
Antagonizing. Shenanigans, but the spirit of Venus suggests instead that they offer the Monkey King a position in the bureaucracy of heaven, whereupon they'd be able to better control his actions and easily discipline him if need be. The Jade Emperor gives the thumbs up and they send down the Gold Star of Venus to deliver the offer to Wukong, who eagerly accepts. So the Gold Star takes him up to heaven and takes him to meet the Jade Emperor, who appoints him the position of Pima Wen, which makes him the head of the Imperial State.
You're in charge of celestial horses. Sounds important.
So Wukong thinks that's pretty sweet, and he's fairly chill with the whole situation.
Wait. I could steal you and nobody could what? Stop me. No.
Until he thinks to ask what exactly...
Okay, this is such a dumb idea. Like, how do we control this all-powerful being, bring him to a place where he's going to have access to a lot of other more powerful things, which is probably going to make him even more powerful than before?
Well, that's kind of the idea of, like, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Right?
Yeah.
So they want to keep him close enough to control him. Or at least be even more aware of what he's up to and his exploits.
Okay, what does it say?
So, Pima Wen, that's like number 1, 2, I'll settle for anything in the single digits. He like wants to be a high-ranking position.
Yeah, I tell you this is a bad idea. Katie's saying
Yama is the king of hell or the god of death in Hinduism and East Asian mythologies.
Interesting. Why they're so connected?
The Monkey King was much of a troublemaker as he was a folk hero. Yeah. True.
Yeah.
His rank is, whereupon he's...
So this is very interesting because the Monkey King, like, I don't know, Confucius ideology wants everything structured, and I think like this is a form of the fact that the Monkey King was very popular in Chinese mythology shows that the people demanded rebellion, you know.
Is informed that Pima Wen is actually the...
Oh dear, I'm not sure they make numbers that high.
lowest possible position in the entire bureaucracy of heaven. Wukong, being a bit of a diva at this point, is understandably pissed, and once again bashes his way out of heaven and returns to Flower Fruit Mountain to sulk. So Wukong decides to make himself feel better by calling himself the Great Sage equal to heaven, and meanwhile the Jade Emperor learns of his temper tantrum and sends down several celestial soldiers to capture him. The first among these is the Mighty Spirit God, who challenges Wukong to a duel. Wukong's like, dude, just tell your boss I want a better title. And the Mighty Spirit God is like,
why don't you tell him yourself? In hell!
And gets utterly destroyed for his troubles. So then Prince Nana confronts Wukong, who's like, what are you, 12? Look, kid, just tell your boss I want to be called Great Sage equal to heaven, alright? And Nada's like, I'll show you who's 12! And transforms into a big scary monster with a butt ton of weapons. Wukong is, of course, unimpressed, and matches the transformation with one of his own. They fight for a while until Wukong gets the drop on Nada with a duplicate and smacks him with his stick thingy. So they tell the Jade Emperor what happened, and the Emperor is all like,
how dare he resist arrest? Clearly we must execute him!
But
he's gonna go fight him yourself.
The Gold Star of Venus, apparently the only voice of reason in the entire heavenly bureaucracy, suggests that rather than risk their entire army on one superpower...
Hey, how is he the voice of reason? He's the one that suggested to bring the Monkey King to heaven, and it all backfired. He's not.
No,
the
they
voice
said
of reason.
the best voice of reason.
Oh, you just beat up two of our toughest soldiers for fun.
Isn't in the entire heavenly bureaucracy, suggests that rather than risk their entire army on one super-powerful immortal monkey, they just give Wukong what he wants, an empty title. So they do, and a department is set up
an empty title. We also got you a desk this time. Even better. Wait, what was the first thing?
And a department is set up in heaven for him to lounge around in and not cause trouble. Unsurprisingly, Wukong is completely down for spending his days languishing in heaven, being waited on hand and foot by celestial spirits determined not to give him a reason to go on a rampage. But one of the resident Taoist immortals suggests that Wukong might end up getting bored, which carries with it the terrifying possibility of the great Sun Wukong rampaging through heaven looking for entertainment. So the Jade Emperor assigns a relatively harmless but time-consuming duty to Wukong, tending the Garden of Peaches of Immortality. Wukong's super down for that, but quickly finds that having to maintain a garden full of delicious immortality-granting peaches without eating any of them is impossible for his poor impulsive brain to handle.
Oh no.
So, if you've been taking notes, this means he's now double immortal. But this comes back to bite him on the butt when the time comes for the Queen Mother of Heaven to hold her annual Peach Festival, and her 7 color-coded immortal maidens enter the grove only to find that it is notably lacking in peaches. They Did
he eat all of them?
He ate all of them, but here's the question. How did they not see that coming? Like how, like you're gonna put this person that is like causes trouble everywhere it goes in charge of guarding immortal peaches, and he's not gonna, and you're surprised that the peaches have been all eaten by him. Like, how are you surprised? How are they surprised? I don't understand.
Inadvertently wake Wukong up, who decides that he wants to go to the festival too. So Wukong paralyzes the maidens, impersonates a
Wait, what? What just happened?
Damn.
Inadvertently wake Wukong up, who decides that he wants to go to the festival too. So Wukong paralyzes the maidens, impersonates a local immortal who was invited, then scoots on into the banquet hall. See, stuff like this, it's why you weren't invited in the first place. So when he arrives, he's immediately distracted by the smell of wine and proceeds to make off with the entire supply of heavenly booze, which also makes Wukong now
Wait, and the booze also makes you immortal?
wine and proceeds to make off with the entire supply of heavenly booze, which also makes you immortal. So Wukong, now triply immortal and thoroughly drunk, inadvertently stumbles into Lao Tzu's little slice of heaven while searching for a place to sleep it off.
Wait, Lao Tzu has a place in heaven, and he just like walks. Oh, sure, why not? And he just like walks right in. Okay.
Thoroughly drunk, inadvertently stumbles into Lao Tzu's little slice of heaven while searching for a place to sleep it off. And if you want to know who this Lao Tzu person is,
I'm working on it, goddammit. Ninjas, oh god!
So drunk Wukong stumbles into Lao Tzu's palace to say hello, but he can't find the sage anywhere. But he does find Lao Tzu's alchemical lab, in which he finds several gourds full of pills of immortality. 3 guesses as to what Wukong...
Oh my god. He's gonna drink.
Lao Tzu is the guy who wrote the Tao Te Ching, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like in heaven, and he has his home part, and now the Monkey King is there.
I'm gonna steal his immortal.
And he's gonna drink all of his. He's gonna drink all of his. Like, look, this is on the wall.
And Lao Tzu's alchemical lab, in which he finds several gourds full of pills of immortality. 3 guesses as to what Wukong does next.
Oh my god!
Calmly consider the consequences of his actions, weighing the pros and cons.
No.
Err on the side of caution and leave without disturbing anything. Come on.
So Wukong, now quadruply immortal and abruptly sober, realizes that might not have been the smartest move on his part, and opts to flee back to Flower Fruit Mountain to escape the consequences of his actions. Meanwhile, the 7 immortal maidens, the wine carriers, the people in charge of the banquet, Lao Tzu, the officials from Wukong's department, and the immortal Wukong impersonated, all independently present their grievances to the Jade Emperor, who quickly puts 2 and 2 together and dispatches pretty much the entire army of heaven to apprehend Sun Wukong. Now, of course, because Wukong is absurdly powerful, this is ineffective, and what was supposed to be a simple capture mission turns into a full-scale battle between the forces of heaven and Sun Wukong's army of demon monkeys. Now, while all that drama is happening, who should arrive at the heavenly palace but...
Wait, demon monkeys is in Hinduism as well, right? But in apparently in Chinese mythology, they're on the good side. In Hindu mythologies, they're on the bad side. Am I correct? Demon monkeys? Demon monkeys is in Hinduism. Somebody. Okay.
This February 20th is the birthday of the Jade Emperor, is the 8th day of the lunar year, an integral part of Chinese New Year celebrations. Okay, so that's a few days away. The hosts of heaven is 100,000 soldiers.
And nobody is telling me about the monkey army in Hinduism. Where is Katie when you need her?
She's probably typing up something.
Yeah.
But the Bodhisattva Kuan Yin and her disciple Moksha, who came for the Peach Festival and are understandably surprised to find the heavenly palace in complete disarray. So Kuan Yin asks what all the fuss is about, and upon being briefed, she says,
Wait, who's this?
A Bodhisattva.
She looks cute. What is her about? What is her story?
This is where some of the Buddhism comes in. Bodhisattvas are Buddhist.
Army of demon monkeys. Now, while all that drama is happening, who should arrive at the heavenly palace but the Bodhisattva Kuan Yin and her disciple Moksha, who came for the Peach Festival and are understandably surprised to find the heavenly palace in complete disarray. So Kuan Yin asks what all the fuss is about, and upon being briefed, she sends Moksha down to get a sense of what's going on. So Moksha arrives at Flower Fruit Mountain just in time for Wukong, who's been thoroughly kicking the collective asses of the Army of Heaven, to demand a fight with somebody. So Moksha and Wukong battle for a while, but Moksha unfortunately can't quite keep up with the Monkey King.
Who's Mokshan? Is it, why everybody knows the Mokshan and I don't know who the Mokshan is?
He's associated with the Bodhisattva. He's like her page or something. Familiar.
Oh, okay. So Goddess Katie.
The army was Ram's army that he led to war against Ravan, the demon.
Oh, wow.
So
See,
then the monkey army would actually be on the good side.
Wow, okay.
They're fighting for Rama.
Interesting.
But this isn't necessarily in the Chinese mythology that they're on the good side. They're just on like the troublemaker side.
Yeah, but everybody is on the troublemaker side, so
no.
I would say that. Come on. He's a character that the readers are rooting for. probably. But anyway, this is very interesting. We have monkey armies everywhere. Is the Wizard of Oz, is this Monkey King? Was that a copy of this ancient mythology? Is that where they got the idea from?
Hanuman had a monkey army called the Vanarsena.
Interesting.
Asian Americans saying, notice how Erlang has 3 eyes and a trident. He's possibly a Shiva ripoff. Neza was inspired by Krishna.
Huh.
And
8 Avatar Vishnu.
Kubar, son of Kubera.
Many
Box today call themselves part of the monkey army too, or at least aim to be like the monkey army. Oh no! Well, I mean, because they're fighting for Ram, or that's what they want to think.
Interesting.
Has to return to heaven in defeat, but Kuan Yin, now better briefed on the situation, suggests a god who could be sent to fight Wukong, Erlang, a powerful loose cannon of a deity who don't play by the Jade Emperor's rules. So they summon him, and he goes to confront Wukong, who's like, oh, hey, if you don't mind, could you send out the Devarajas to fight me, because I'm kind of getting bored over here. And Erlang is like,
Not as bored as you're gonna be.
and they fight. They both end up turning into Godzilla-scale monsters, but Wukong inadvertently terrifies his own army into a rout with how scary he looks. And in turn, the sight of his own fleeing army disheartens the Monkey King, who shrinks down and runs away. But Erlang isn't going to be evaded that easily, and he uses his magical third eye, he has one of those, to find Wukong, who's turned into an innocent-looking sparrow. Erlang responds by turning into a sparrowhawk, in response to which Wukong transforms into a cormorant, and this kind of goes on for a while. Shapeshifter duels are fun. In the end, it's our buddy Lao Tzu who manages to capture the Monkey King by entrapping him in a diamond snare. Wukong, captured at last, is brought to the monster.
Why didn't you try that from the beginning? Something
Maybe it was
worked.
like above. Maybe it was just like below Lao Tzu to like get involved.
Oh.
I don't know. That's a guess.
But he ate all his pills.
Yeah.
I can't believe Lao Tzu is actually part of the story.
For a while. Shapeshifter duels are fun. In the end, it's our buddy Lao Tzu who manages to capture the Monkey King by entrapping him in a diamond snare. Wukong, captured last, is brought to the monster execution block, where apparently the Court of Heaven...
Okay, are you sure we're going the right way? No backseat driving. Let me look up Erlang. He seems like someone that needs to be my boyfriend.
Wait. Gageian American is saying, in Sino-Dharmic cosmology, each of the 4 directions is home to a... I don't know how to read these. I'm going to let you do it. Devaraja.
In the Sino-Dharmic cosmology, each of the 4 directions is home to a Devaraja. In India, Lord of the North is Kubera. China, we call him Li Jing. In Japan, he is called Bishamoten!
Hey! Oh my god. Where's Bish? Is he here? Is that where he gets his name from?
Yes!
What?
It's all coming together. Our own members are named after gods. It's all coming together, you guys.
What? I'm gonna forget all of this. I'm gonna have to find a book on all of this stuff. God damn
Okay,
it.
I'm looking up pictures of Erlang on Google Images, and yeah, Erlang is my boyfriend.
Oh, you want to share your screen?
Now we can do that later.
Okay, Goddess Katie is saying Buddhist gods are derivatives of the Hindu gods, and that's how the same gods went to Japan and China.
Mm-hmm.
I for so many years people told me Buddhism doesn't have gods, and now we're talking about Buddhism doesn't have a god.
Pantheon.
Huh?
They have a pantheon.
Yeah, but now we're learning that not only they have they have many gods. Amazing. Bishmonten, is that how you read them? Is one of the 7 lucky gods. Bishmonten is one of the 7 lucky gods of Japanese mythology. I want to know all of this stuff.
Oh, so Erlang.
Yes, I know, Goddess Katie. I was talking you. God damn it! I was talking about before. God damn it, Katie! I'm gonna put you on timeout. I know, but before we were told, like, I'm talking about before I even met you. Jesus.
Oh, don't be upset.
I'm gonna block Goddess Katie. All right, let's continue.
And forgot the meaning of the word immortal, since nothing they throw at...
Oh yeah, so they tried to execute him.
And he's already like triply immortal.
Quadruply immortal.
where apparently the court of heaven forgot the meaning of the word immortal, since nothing they throw at him hurts him in any way. So the Jade Emperor is at a loss as to how to kill him, but Lao Tzu has a suggestion. If they stick him in his magic brazier of 8 trigrams and leave him there for 49 days, they should be able to separate out the elixir of immortality from his body, and as a happy consequence, leave the troublesome Monkey King about as dead as you can get. So 49 days pass, and they finally open the brazier to extract the elixir, only to find that it's still firmly attached to Sun Wukong, whose only issue with the experience is that the smoke gave him awesome-looking red eyes. So Wukong is 100% done with heaven, so he starts fighting his way through the entire heavenly army.
Hey guys, if you're a fan of blasphemy and sexy Kali, like me, then that means that you probably want more blasphemous art. Well, I have good news for you. If you subscribe to our newsletter, link in the description below, then you get a free booklet of some of the tastiest blasphemous art available today. So, if you want some of this delicious blasphemy, and we're so generous that we update it for you guys weekly for free, all you have to do is sign up for our newsletter below. You can also go to blasphemousart.com/ebook. That's blasphemousart.com/ebook. Sign up with your email, and you get free gifts of this tasty blasphemy. What could be better? So make sure you sign up. Link below.